So if you were a jerk, you'll become a bigger jerk. If you were a nice person, you'll become a bigger nice person.
A man who have built short form culture in UAE, Mr. Fahad Kaleem on the podcast. Everything is same property showing, show apartments, developers office and creating same kind of content, and we see minimal views on that. What's wrong? You are called the doctor of content.
No, I disagree. That's too much to say. I think what K9 is today is like most content agencies will become. How many of those investors are sitting on social media to scroll?
Oh my God.
Marketing is the first thing you cut when something goes down in your business, and the last thing you think about when you start a business. Super obsessed with data.
That trendy content can become a brand eventually. Educational content doesn't work. You will never charge for education.
Yeah. You should be the favorite show on a specific channel.
Who should not create content?
I was forced to start a business. Why is something which is the most basic necessity of a human being a business?
Is it easy to go viral?
It's very easy to go viral.
How? Why K9? Why did you start it? So today we have a social media face, a personal branding face, a man who have built short form culture in UAE, Mr. Fahad Kaleem on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me, Junaid.
Welcome to TBH, brother.
It's great to be here.
How are you doing?
All good, man. How about yourself?
Alhamdulillah, all good. Fahad, you are called the doctor of content, and your team was here a couple of months back, and they said, Fahad, whatever he does, it's on the level of Mr. Beast.
No, I disagree. That's too much. That's too much to say. Okay.
Everything what Fahad does, it's based on data and
Yes.
milliseconds you count it.
Data, yes. But to compare me with Mr. Beast, that's like, no, man. I'm not all there. Like, I take a lot of inspiration from creators like Mr. Beast, and I'm super obsessed with data.
Yeah.
But I'm still trying. I'm still learning. Like, this is just the beginning, and my obsession has always been with how can I create a piece of content that can blow up.
Right.
With the agency, with my own personal account, it's never been about conversion, sales, is the right audience, wrong audience. It's always just been how can I reach all audience,
All audience.
because why not? It's been my theory. So
Do you believe in niche?
yes, niche is important. Without niche, you can't really have an audience, because if you're doing everything, then you're like
You're nowhere.
you're like a radio channel that just keeps switching.
Yeah.
If you should be the favorite show on a specific channel.
Exactly.
So that's how niche. That's what I mean by niche.
Yeah, initially when I started my podcast, I faced a similar. I used to invite everyone without having a clear idea, and eventually I got to learn there is concept building and all the topics needs to be decided way before the podcast get released and everything. Specifically with niche, later on I got to understand if I want to create content, I want to get creators and entrepreneurs on the podcast. Apart from that, no one else, because these people are the one who is building the society right
Yeah.
now, and they can share the value to the next generation.
Yeah,
That's the objective of the podcast.
And you'll eventually have an audience for this now. Like,
Yes.
people are going to expect someone's opinion or someone's angle on that same information, and that's how it is. It's predictable also at a certain point for people. That's what people like.
Yeah. Are you a Gen Z or you
I think I'm on the edge. 1997.
Okay.
So
on the edge?
it's like, I don't know, man. Somewhere I read on Google that Gen Z starts at 1997. Somewhere it was 2000.
No, not 2000. 1997 is the correct.
I don't know. So some people call me Unk, millennial. Some people call me Gen Z. I understand both sides of the world because I lived through the era.
You are surrounded with those kind of people.
Yeah, I was there when there was no like iPhones, before the age of BlackBerry even. I was young, and then I grew into the age and time of iPhones.
What was your first phone?
A Nokia C3, which was shaped like a BlackBerry,
Okay.
and you could connect to Facebook in like pixelated images of like the app would load. 50 dirham service from Etisalat, I think at that time it was there, and you could
It was back in 2008?
probably 2015, 2012
Okay.
range, 2010 to 2012, I would say. Yeah, that around that age.
So
Yeah.
that time you got into social media.
I got into social media. I mean, I wouldn't say that at that time social media was just like for me, like everyone else, people use it to talk to each other. MSN, Facebook, connecting with your friends at school. I think right after university, when I joined, I had been on Twitter since like 6 years at that point. I started seeing traction from people who were not my friends.
When was this?
This was 2017, 18.
Okay.
Okay. Roughly 8 years ago, I think, if the math is right.
So you are 28 right now, I believe.
Yes, I'm 28 right now.
Okay.
This is so yeah. This is 2016. You can say 2016 to be safe because I was still in AUS at the time, and I saw that like if this is my friend circle, then someone from this friend circle's friend liked my tweet,
Oh,
or
yeah.
like someone from this side of the friend circle's friends retweeted my tweet.
Got it.
So I saw this effect happen
Compounding.
on tweets that I was just posting, now known as X. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, people like my stuff. And I had like 400 followers, 300, 400 followers. Just how anyone, like, you have your group of friends, people
Yeah.
you meet, you know? And that slowly built itself. Like, one or two of my tweets went viral, like, got 500,000 views, organic, naturally retweeted. And I was like, this is fun. Like, okay, let's understand how this is happening. I was just becoming an electrical engineer at the time in college. I had zero, like, if you asked Fahad back in 2016, like, bro, is this what you want to do? Like, no, like, I just,
You are good. You were good at physics.
yes.
Still, you are.
I haven't been dealt with a physics problem, but like, if there is like a physics related situation going on in front of me, I'll be very fast to solve it.
Got
Like, I get it. I get the sense of it really fast.
You last time when we met for the first time, you mentioned one thing that hit me very hard, that you want to make education free. You will
Yeah.
never charge for education.
Yeah. Even though I did charge for education like a year and a half ago when a bunch of my friends pushed me, make a course, sell it, it's valuable information. So I tried. But when I did that and people paid like 1,000 dirhams, 500 dirhams, I saw that people weren't even showing up to the course
Yeah.
because it was like group classes. And I was like, people are paying me and not showing up. What am I doing with their money right now? You know, so I shut it down in like 2 months. I made like 5K, I think, in that. And I was just like, what's the point of this money if this guy got zero education out of it? And I was like, there has to be a way that I can give this education for free and people act on it. And whoever wants to work with me then, I can get paid for that,
Got it.
which is my agency at the time. And it took me like 2 years to figure out how to do that. It was the simplest thing. Like I could have just started posting stuff, but posting stuff for free and not having a place for it to
Follow up,
land.
yeah.
It didn't this website thing that I built didn't exist at the time, you know. So
Yeah.
I was like, how can it be a thing? And only now have I figured that out.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
yeah,
That's amazing. But why do you say like you were a dropout,
yes,
right? So why do you say you want to put education as free? You will never charge for education.
why do we charge for education?
It's a business.
Exactly. Why is it a business? Why is something which is the most basic necessity of a human being a business? Like, does every human not have the right to receive knowledge? Okay, fine. It's a business because teachers need to get paid, professors need to get paid, you're building an institution. Well, government should do that. Okay, but now let's forget about that as well, okay? You have prestigious universities in the world, all the way up to Harvard, MIT, Oxford. If you graduate from there, you're guaranteed a job in a big corporation. But what about those people who will never reach that stage,
Yes.
right? They will never get access to, like, my dream was to go and study in Caltech. Why? Because I was like, I will learn how to build robots and I will be in a place surrounded by people who are experts in the industry. But just to do that for me as a Pakistani, getting a visa, getting there
Yeah.
was a barrier that I could not overcome. Money, 100,000 dirhams maybe starting, we're talking about, right? My parents don't have that type of money. So now, because of the way the system is built, Fahad's dream is shut down of becoming a robotics engineer. Why did I drop out of college? My dad was not doing well financially. So, like, on a very child level, like looking at it from a child's brain at like 18, It never stuck with me in a right way that paying for a degree that will prove to other people that I can do the work. Okay, so I always just had this sour feeling towards it. So I was like, okay, if I ever reach a situation where I can make an impact in the market, and if I have the knowledge, I will do everything in my power to give it away for free. Okay. Okay, fine. Lawyer, doctor, engineer, and other specialist skills, you cannot go and work without a degree. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's safety hazards over there. You can't build a building, construct something, or do surgery without the right education and right practice. But what about all the other people in the world who are only going to do sales or business? Because 99% of the businesses need sales or marketing or business management. What am I like? I didn't do business management, but
Yeah.
what am I paying 100,000 dirhams for business management for? When I can go work with a supermarket owner for 1 year internship and learn everything I need to know about accounts, procurement, HR,
Experiential learning.
selling, finding the right product. I can become a general trading businessman as a 19-year-old if I spend 1 year with the supermarket below my house.
Exactly.
I will work for him for free. My parents are giving me food. I have rent. This mindset I baked into my brain when I was 18.
But don't you think that we are spending 18 to 20 years in school and we end up something which it doesn't help us in our future?
See, school, I think, is very helpful and beneficial for the reasons that they use for college, which I don't agree with, which is networking,
Yeah.
the experience of college. I think school is beneficial for the networking and building yourself as how to work in a social,
Yeah.
in the society, how to work in the society with different people, how to network. I think school is great for that.
Yeah.
Because you get bullied, you get to meet different types of people, you have to report, you learn how to be disciplined in the classroom. And I think grade 9, 10 years, 11 years is more than enough to do that.
Yeah.
I think 11 years was perfect. In grade 11 I graduated from O levels. Everything after that was BS.
How were you at studies?
I graduated with 5 A's, 1 A star, 2 B's in IGCSEs. But in A levels, which is after IGCSE, when I realized how like the financial situation with my house was not good and I can do work without a degree, I got a U in math and FE in physics. Because those were the two subjects that I had taken, AS and A2 together. So it was just a sharp decline after O levels, after I decided that education is BS. Because up until then, whatever I had learned opened my brain to the world. Okay. But then when I went to A levels and I saw that they're now going deep into physics, we were studying P1, P2, P3, P4 was the name of the papers that we would have to give. And the guy's now explaining to me sonar waves at a very depth level of understanding. What am I going to do with this to build a robot if my robot doesn't require sonar waves? Okay, fine. You need to have a general understanding of everything and how everything works. Fine, no problem. I will study it. Math. We learned integration and differentiation in O-level math, but now we're going to learn how to integrate further, deeper, 5 times deeper. Why? Okay, you need to have an understanding of math. That's why. Why? Nobody's going to give you the answer to that, right? I ended up in college in AUS. I remember freshman year, because I failed A-level, I had to repeat. I had to do freshman year all over again, as if I didn't do A-levels. So I wasted 1 year of my life already. I wanted to build a drone that gets launched into space, into the orbit of the Earth. Not all the way into the orbit of the Earth, but just like close enough where the gravitational pull starts to reduce. And it would deploy an umbrella-like structure which has a thin solar panel membrane on it, which allows it to continuously stay in mid-air. So basically, we're using a chemical reaction like a firework to send it up. And once it's up enough, where the gravitational pull is not so strong, it just uses the air to glide itself. And wherever it's about to fall, the propeller pushes it back up, using the solar panel as the live energy for saving energy for its battery.
Got it.
Now, at the time, I had a rough sketch of this in my head. I just had an idea.
Okay.
It could be the stupidest idea that I ever came up with, right? But I'm a freshman. I should have stupid ideas.
The
The
what do you
thought
say?
process was
Thought
there.
process.
I
Yeah.
went to the dean.
Mm-hmm.
He was the head of the department for electrical and mechanical. I said, this is my idea. I want to build this. He's like, once you complete 4 years of studying in engineering, come to us. This will be your final year project. So now to build the stupid idea that I was thinking of, I need to spend, it's roughly 80 to 100,000 dirhams. 400,000 dirhams,
Oh.
go as per your system, and then maybe build something right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, no, but I want to build this now. And he's like, okay, go build a robotic arm first and come back and show me. Then we will talk about this.
Okay. Were you
I-
stubborn?
Yeah, I mean, generally the whole system is, right? And I was like, okay. And then I tried building the robotic arm and I failed miserably, obviously. And then I was like, screw this. Why am I trying to reason with someone who is going to only follow the system? Why not just go build my own path?
Exactly.
And also at the same time, there was like time is very important. Like I think in this world, time is the only currency that matters.
True.
Right? And so every minute that I spent thinking about this and financially my family wasn't doing well, I was just wasting time. If I sat down and I started arguing with this guy or like with the system, I was going to get nowhere.
Yeah.
I was going to be labeled as an idiot who wastes time and is trying to, what is he trying to do? So I had to find a solution where I could afford to pay for my degree, also keep my dream of becoming a robotics engineer valid,
Yeah.
and make enough money, I guess, to achieve my dream, And that's how I've ended up here today. Like with that, like some days I just look at myself in the mirror, I go like, should I go back to robotics engineering now? Like today I could probably hire a graduate robotics electrical engineer
But
to
that
help
was
build-
your passion, right?
That was literally my passion,
Yeah.
But the education system ruined it for me.
But can't you just go back and
I
learn?
can. And I have this question in my brain every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I probably will at some point. But now because I guess I am building stuff.
Yeah.
I have whatever I'm doing right now with K9.
Yeah.
The content I was building the content.
Exactly.
I was building the structures. I was always doing that, but it was just not robotics engineering.
Yeah.
you
How
know.
about you integrate robots to your agent?
I already thought of this as well. I wanted to build stuff that make your life as a content creator super easy.
Okay.
Like maybe a wearable device that helps you keep track of how many videos you shot or stuff. But again, this is R&D, needs money, needs capital, and it needs to be a feasible product for me to commercialize it, right?
Exactly.
I'm not at that stage. I wouldn't even get an investor behind me right now because it's simply like a foolish risk at this stage for me to do.
Good.
Once I have enough capital, once I'm at a stage where I will definitely be jumping into these things.
Got it.
That's going to be the future.
Got it. Fahad, you have built amazing things. Can I say that you have built a culture of short form content in UAE?
You can say it, but I refuse to take any label like this because the second you accept that you are behind this, you are behind that, there is like a self-ego that kicks in
Exactly.
and you stop growing.
True.
So I've just forever convinced myself that
You're not
you're
taking
part of
anything.
you're definitely a big part of the system that I'm working on in the content,
Yes.
but you're not the only one. There's many people working on it, and maybe I had the first movers advantage. I was the first at 20 in the year 2020 to do it, but no, man, like there's so many other people who've done so many other great things in this space to affect the culture of content.
But why K9? Why did you start it?
K9 started because I had no other option. After trying everything, after doing everything and dealing with people, I realized I was forced to start a business. I still remember I was working in this company. I had recently left, and the client was like, "Why don't you just come make TikToks for us?" Went there, shot the TikToks. It was just a freelance gig.
Yeah.
I'm shooting for 2,500 dirhams, 30 videos. They'll go on his page, and that also, like me and my business partner, I was negotiating with my partner. I was like, "Bro, let's make the price down. Like 2,500 is too much." He was saying 3,000. I was saying 1,000. We ended up pitching for 2,500. And the video went viral. When that video went viral on that client's page, it became very evident that there is a need for this service because immediately his other business wanted us. His friend who owns another business wanted us. And overnight, we were forced to become a company.
Right.
We didn't have a goal to make K9 or make an agent. Majdi was still working, my business partner was still working as a civil engineer in a very big firm, doing really well, had a good salary. And I was in my path to get there, like to also get a good job and
Okay.
settle, you know. But then I was like, bro, I think this is it. He resigned, and next thing you know, K9 started.
How did you guys meet, you and Misty?
2013 or 14, if I'm not mistaken, we were working in a part-time job together in Jitex.
Oh.
We're working for Samsung. So he was like always the top sales guy selling the phones. At that time, it was Note 6, was it? S6?
2014.
Yeah.
Samsung Note
S5.
12 was, those were the
Yeah,
phones.
A5,
Yeah,
J5,
A5, yeah, correct. iPhone 4.
iPhone 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were selling Samsung. We met there and our energies matched. And like ever since then, we were friends from work.
Okay.
If I had a part-time job, I would send it to him. He had a part-time job, he would send it to me. And like our vision, our I would say values when it comes to making money aligned. He used to work so he could be independent, and that was the same thing that I had as a goal, you know. So for that reason we clicked really well, and it's been that way ever since.
Got it. How about right now in K9? How do you guys divide your work?
Majdi is business as a whole. Like this business, when it comes to money, finance, selling, sales, that's the Majdi side of things. When it comes to content, creativity, and executing the content, ideating it, that's my side of the business at the top. But obviously at the like in between the business, we're all over the place. Like he's sometimes in content mixed, I'm sometimes in maybe a sales meeting. It doesn't matter.
Got it.
Yeah,
Have you faced any struggle after starting K9?
a lot. Every day is a struggle. There is not one day that there is not a problem. Like yesterday,
Like, what's your problems as an agency?
yesterday night, we have received a message from a client that is now, after signing, after paying, after being told everything, is telling us that this type of content I don't want to make. The content that only brings brand awareness. I want content that makes leads for me.
Okay.
And I'm worried about this content will attract the wrong audience. Now we have to sit and figure out how we can work with this person or not work with this person, refund them, not refund them, because there's contracts, there is like everything has been done.
Yeah.
This is like one of our recurring problems. Even if you have the right messaging, you explain, clients change their mind, you know.
Yeah.
So
But how do you convince them?
either
Or you leave it?
either you convince them or you don't. Like there is no in between.
But do people understand? Because
no, 90% of the people don't understand.
I see like lots of the content which you're making, it's trendy and it's for brand awareness. Do you think that that trendy content can become a brand eventually?
100%. Like I'll just make an argument that was being put in front of me yesterday for this client. His thing was that I need to reach investors, VIP clients, executives who will watch my content, not an everyday man. Because if it reaches the everyday man, then that will be the impression of my account.
Yeah.
But when you make an account from scratch with 0 followers, 0 reach, 0 content, how is the investor going to find you? Okay. How many of those investors are sitting on social media to scroll? Let's reverse it from that way, right? 1%? Which investor did you ever meet who was scrolling on TikTok? Maybe 0.5%? Okay. But they're there. Don't get me wrong. In their free time, they're going to watch. But in that little 1 minute free time that they have to scroll, like I'll give you an example of myself. I'm a content creator who runs an agency. My screen time might be 1 hour, including all the apps. Okay. Because I don't have time to sit and scroll. If I'm scrolling, it's just for research purposes. So in that 1% time that 1% audience is going to scroll, the only thing they're going to watch is what the app shows them.
Yeah.
And what is the app going to show them? Things that are going viral.
Yes.
So you're eliminating your ability to reach the mass first of all, by not doing that type of content and by sticking to sales only content in the beginning.
Right.
And if you do by some miracle end up reaching, then that is one viewer
Yeah.
and that is one follower. So at like the whole thing is flawed in itself, you know. So my theory is let everyone see you and keep your messaging elegant. Obviously, we're not asking you to dance, we're not asking you to do cringe stuff, but when it's required, there is always a middle ground. There is never like, you can always find a middle ground with even the most cringe content to do it in a way that it looks classy and it reaches the masses.
Is it easy to go viral?
It's very easy to go viral.
How?
Literally copy a structure that is working right now on the algorithm.
But
Tomorrow you can be viral.
is it like getting same copied content all time?
What is it right now on social media if you open?
Copied. It's okay. I will tell you, because at some point of time I stopped scrolling because I was seeing same content again and again.
Yeah.
And one of the podcasts, you mentioned that you used to watch Gary Vee.
Yeah.
And you see the same motivation all
yeah.
time, right? Similarly, same goes with content. You see the same format, same structure, same games all time happening here and there. And what's the impact?
The impact is that the audience is brain rotting and people want brain rot. The masses want brain rot and the quality audience like yourself is leaving
Why?
because you're an intellectual being who is self-aware of the impact of this content. So you're choosing to step back. But the 90% of the world is not.
But you know, I feel people think that they will get information from this.
Yes.
But do you think they are getting information?
It depends on obviously it depends on the content,
Mm-hmm.
but 90% of the time, no. Which is also why, just on that point, when you make a piece of content that is super informational,
Yeah.
like
No
I've
one watches.
like with no, they do watch, like with the previous guest of yours, Tahir.
Mm-hmm.
There is an example of a video. I'll find it for you later and I'll send it to
Sure.
you. But in that video, Tahir basically says that, did you know an apartment facing the Burj Khalifa is more expensive than that same type of apartment in Burj Khalifa? Because the view is what sells.
Yeah.
And he delivered that information in a way that no one had ever delivered it before. And it got like 1 million views. It got copied and repeated by 1 million different people. And so educational content, which is the opposite of brain rot, also performs really well. But then it comes down on the delivery should be brain rot delivery. Like this, the way that I explain to you is like I'm explaining to a kid,
Yeah.
okay, who's not able to get through all the technical points, but like
In a simple word.
in a simple manner, it's delivered to you, it will perform. And that's what we've seen. So we always trying to find a way to slip in actual information in brain rot context.
You know, we say that Gyani content doesn't work, educational content doesn't work, technical content doesn't work. What do you have to say on this?
Yes, most of it doesn't work unless the person itself is super famous who's doing that content, or that person has an extremely egoistic character or extremely controversial character. The way they deliver that information, it triggers and rage baits people into commenting and watching. Andrew Tate, very good example for that. Because he wasn't famous before that, right? He was also delivering the same information. He also became famous right after Gary Vee, same format.
Yeah.
Or the value that you're providing in that educational piece of content. Like recently I saw a video by an educational content creator talking about that, did you know if you do ABC in Premiere Pro while editing, you will get X as a result. Like it was a very high value piece of information.
Yeah.
I watched it and I saw that video had like 100,000 views. Super niche, but I saw it and I saved it. I even reposted it. That is only possible if you are experienced more than 10, 15 years in your field and you have the knowledge and know-how of making that thing or working with that thing in that way. One of the reasons I never do or have never done, like in the past as well, how to go viral style content is I am nobody to do that.
Exactly.
I have been doing this only for 4 to 5 years. I am learning. I guess when I reach the age of like 40 or 50, I will be in a position to actually, with and I can wear glasses and I have white beard and white hair, if I then speak about this stuff, it will go. If I don't look like Christopher Nolan or the part
Yeah.
of that, like a person who's wearing like loose clothes or like who looks like he knows his shit, it's
Experienced
not
one,
going to
yeah.
work. A young person, 99% of the time, is going to get hate and shat on by the audience like, oh, look at this other young guy who's making it big. It's just unfortunately the way the society looks
Exactly.
at people.
I started with the same style of how to go viral, because when I came to the bar, I didn't have any idea ki what type of content I should make. And I started 21 days challenge of how to help you build a personal brand. And at 12th day, I felt like this is not my thing, because I know this is not me that information is putting it out. It's like some other personality from ChatGPT or internet
Yes.
that's giving me
Yes.
information I'm putting
Yes.
out. And I felt like it's better not to do.
Yes.
Instead of doing some kind of
Correct.
things, we need to find other alternatives. Then I started doing podcasts, because I started my content journey back in 2020 as Instagram live. Back then in COVID, Instagram live was trending. I did that, and I was like, a person who couldn't speak English properly, a sentence, went on live every day for 60, 70 days and started communicating properly. Then eventually I made sure that my grammar, vocabulary needs to be improved, and it's always on the process.
Yeah.
Similarly, I felt okay, that I remember that thing. Why not I go with the podcast style content again?
Yeah.
And that's why we are sitting here, because whatever you are good at, however you can speak naturally,
Yes.
create content on that.
Yes. 100%. I say this to, like, if a guy who works, a tandoor roti, the bakery where they make the bread.
Yeah.
There are many here that you
Yeah.
will find for 1 dirham, 2 dirham, you can get the bread. That guy who's been working in that tandoor for 10 years can go more viral than myself or yourself
Yes.
speaking about
Content.
how to just make that piece of bread
Exactly.
because of his experience. It shows on his face when he speaks.
Is the confidence.
Yes. And that confidence comes from backed up of what? Data. He has data on how to put the dough, how to want to remove it, at what temperature. You need to be able to capture that. If you can capture that, everyone is going to watch.
Okay, tell me about data. Like, you are working with multiple industries right now. How do you get data of those industries and create scripts
You
accordingly?
create the content, right? I mean, there's no other way to do it. You create the content, you post it, it either does well or it does not do well.
Yeah.
What does well is considered as good data. And what doesn't do well, you don't need to go back to it. That's it. In the beginning, when we didn't have any data, when we started, like just me and Marzi were shooting, we would see what other people are doing in the market. There was no one doing anything in the market in Dubai
Yeah.
at the time. So we went to the West. We went into the US market by searching terms like USA real estate content, like,
Yeah.
and we would get thousands of videos, and that's how we built the infrastructure of the first foundation of the data and then the other data comes from the client itself. There is a video of Tawfiq. If you scroll deep down, you will find it. He's like, did you know that if you take, if you want to check a pair of shorts, whether it's your size or not as your waist, you can just tie it around your
Yeah.
neck and you will find out. I was like, I have never heard this before in my life. He's like, this is a very famous hack. I'm like,
Yeah.
serious? This is the CEO, co-founder of Brands for Less, a $1 billion company, telling me this piece of information that he has got from 25 to 30 years of being in the retail business. I was like, we need to make a video on this. 1.1 million views. Just standing there next to this rack. Now to be able to capture that data is what we push from our end. And this is you'll be surprised, till date, people don't understand this. We need scripts.
Yeah.
We need ideas. We need to you don't need to know anything. You just need to
Know your shit.
be ready to roll. We need to be ready to start shooting. And yes, know your shit. And that's another problem, because especially in the real estate industry, there are people who started selling property 1 year ago
Yeah.
compared to brokers or agents who've been in the market for 10, 15 years. What value are you going to bring as a broker if you started 1 year ago, apart from the fact that you've closed 5 million in sales? Very little. So you are limited from that. So then you need to move to the next thing. What do you like doing as a human being? Like, I remember I met one broker once. Not broker, he's a developer for DMAC.
Okay.
He's the senior vice president of development and design, like all the projects. He's the one who sketches them. He has a whole team under him. His name is Baidoon. You can check out his
Okay.
account.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Bro, this guy is a fitness freak. He loves fitness.
Yeah.
Half of his content was fitness, half of his content was engineering related to the real estate.
Yeah.
He was one of the most unique real estate clients that we were working with,
Mm-hmm.
you know, really successful. So, yeah.
Got it. Fahad, there are lots of real estate agency creating content right now, and everything is same property showing, going to show apartments, developers office, and creating same kind of content, and we see minimal views on that. What's wrong?
What's wrong is that there is saturation. There is an excess of supply of that content. When we started in 2020, 2021, there was no one making it. Farouk, Zohaib, Tahir, these were the first three clients we were working with. And then Rizwan Sajan,
Yeah.
owner of Danu Properties. Apart from them in the market, there was barely any presence of real estate content creators. The rule of the QR code didn't even exist at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. We have covered everything. Best believe in the last 5 years, there is nothing left that is not spoken about. Maybe a new law that comes out. Apart from that, everything is covered. Today, if you want to go viral in real estate, you either follow structures or formats that have worked in the past that people are still watching today. You can see that clearly. When you
Yeah.
search real estate Dubai, you'll see what's working today. You either replicate that or you find something else that you like. You talk about that and you merge real estate. A very good example was Muhammad bin Ali, who we filmed with recently. He's the owner of a very prestigious real estate company in Dubai. And we had this situation where we're like, okay, look, but he comes from banking background.
Okay.
So he's a very well educated, very well experienced about the banking world. So we were talking about inflation. So we were like, how can we speak about inflation and make people watch? So we took an example of samosa in the Dera market. We're like, what was the price of samosa like? Or
Back
was it karak? I don't know what it was. Karak or samosa. What was the price of it like 10, 15 years ago? And what is it now? And then we said, this is what inflation is. Now we've tied inflation, relatable content, in one person's page. That video got like 20, 30,000 views. And people who are watching this is everyone. And tomorrow, if an investor sees that, he understands, oh, this guy knows his stuff about inflation. And the messaging has been spread.
That shows content needs to be simple.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. What about people who says that I want to target only investors? I want to target ultra HNIs, HNIs.
I have no solution for them. I'm the worst person to ask this question. I don't work with these people. The people that you will see that are working in my company are everyone outside that circle, because that is a performance marketing problem.
Yeah.
Lead gen, the creative content part, I don't know if it can help much over there. I haven't found this. I have never done it, and I will probably never do it. And I'll probably never try to solve that problem, because you're anyways, there are many portals, there are many platforms that provide you with leads. And this is the thing about conversion then, and it's on your ability to sell.
Yeah.
That's respectfully not our problem. Our problem is to get your face out there. We are the billboard of the internet. You're getting a billboard in the internet with your name on it, which is your account. And our job is to make it as big as possible so that the whole world sees it.
What's missing in the market right now?
What is missing in the market? I guess what's missing, I wouldn't say it's missing because there are people doing it. And I try also my best with our clients to do it, is I guess there's a lack of supply of authenticity in content. Everyone is just trying to be someone. Very few people are trying to be themselves. And very few people are trying to showcase actual credible, knowledge related things. It's just a race to sell and a less of a race towards educating the market.
True.
So I guess authenticity, it falls right at the center of that. Almost every influencer content creator you'll see is not being themselves. Even I'm not myself when I'm creating my content, but I deliberately do it and everyone knows that I'm putting on a character because it's a joke. But there are people who are not a joke but are not themselves, which is the problem.
You have 7 million followers across social media.
Yes.
How does it feel to have that many audience?
There is absolutely no difference in the Fahad that is sitting here with 7 million and the Fahad who had just 400 followers 10 years ago.
How
Zero.
does your day look like?
exactly the same. I mean, okay, now because of my business it's different,
Yeah.
but the only thing that has changed because of these many followers is that I will get recognized by one person if I go to the mall, which would have not happened
With 400 followers.
with 400. To me, there is nothing else that is different. I love the same food. I love the same type of clothes that I used to wear before. I have the same friends. It's not that I'm starting to, paparazzi stopping me on the road, or like suddenly my bank account went from 0 to 10 million. No, nothing like that. It's a very slow, gradual growth of your life, how it would grow anyways. People obviously look at you differently.
Yeah.
Like if I'm sitting in a business meeting, or if I'm talking to someone and they find out about the amount of followers, that their perspective changes,
Changes.
but that's on them.
Yes.
From my side, I'm looking at them as they are just this is just a normal conversation.
It's all about perspective that changes of a content creator.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. People, some content creators take it like we are Shah Rukh Khan now.
Ego.
Yeah, we are this, we are that. I think that's problematic. But I think that's also like there's a saying about money, that money will amplify who you were at core.
Yeah.
So if you were a jerk, you'll become a bigger jerk. If you were a nice person, you'll become a bigger nice person with money. I think the same thing is with fame.
Okay.
Fame will also amplify that core personality. You know, if you were egoistic and nobody knew you, now everyone knows you, you'll just be more egoistic.
True.
And I think
That personality will come out.
yeah, I think you see it. I think you see it. And I've seen it
Yeah.
firsthand. I've seen it with many people in the market, you know. But that's about it. That's how it is.
So it's like people say that a person will change when they grow. It's not true.
They're not changing. They're just becoming more of what they
More
already
of
were.
what they are.
Yeah. Change would be that if they were a jerk and they became a good person.
Yeah. But
Or
that
if they
doesn't
were-
happen.
Yeah. Or if they were a good person and they became a bad person.
Yeah.
I have never seen a good person become a bad person after they became famous or after they got money.
Vice versa.
Yeah. I've personally not seen it. Maybe it has happened. I've not seen it happen yet.
Okay. Let's go back to content. What's the content concepts, for example, clippings? I think it's very less in the market right now.
Yes.
Apart from clipping, what other things are missing right now in UAE market content?
Live streaming is one thing. There's obviously restrictions. You can't just record anyone. How in America you can get away with that. But there is ways for live streaming from your own house, your own office, your own private locations. Like you can look without filming anyone. You could stream. I think very few people are in the live streaming business here.
Yeah.
And I think in the next few years, whoever taps into that would have the first movers advantage. But when I say live streaming, I'm not talking about your TikTok live gift tap 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 tap. That's called digital begging.
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking about people who genuinely stream stuff like that has some value in it. Like if someone has gone, I don't know, if someone is fishing
Yeah.
and it takes like 3 hours, stream that. You know, and I think that should be the funnel for. But streaming is also very time consuming and gear intensive.
You know, I had this idea once upon a time ki this camera will be rolling for 8 hours, like a newsroom.
Yeah.
And we get multiple guests in a day recording, and it will keep on going live.
That's a good idea, but you would be so drained after that. You would get really tired because streaming is tiring. If you try streaming for just 2 hours, you will feel exhausted. Like even just 2-3 people are watching you, you have this unknown expectation in your brain
That more people
that somebody's
are watching.
just even those people are watching me. Like everything you do, from scratching your head, picking your nose, to breathing, sitting, angle, everything, you'll be conscious about it. I don't know how speed does it, honestly.
It's like it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable for everyone. I think if you have that energy
Yeah.
and you have that time, it's definitely the best thing to do.
Got
You
it.
know. But yeah, I think streaming is a big one.
Live shopping is something that's going to trend. I think Gary Vee speaks about it.
Live shopping, I don't think TikTok Shop is out here in Dubai yet.
No.
I had a customer showing it to me recently. In UK, he's using it. I think when that comes here, it'll be a big thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
What apart from that? What other concepts?
I think YouTube in itself, long form content. I'm starting to see some really good long form content come out of some small business. Like I saw one video yesterday in Dubai, renovating and flipping a house in Dubai.
Okay.
Now, this is a series I would have never seen in Dubai like 5 years ago, but I'm seeing it now. I think the same applies for all other industries of content in YouTube. Good, raw, educational, informational content on YouTube, I think, is a big gap right now that's missing in Dubai.
Got it.
Yeah.
Fahad, let's come to K9.
Yes.
Okay. You started K9.co.
K9unit.co.
Okay.
Yeah,
K9.
K9.co was worth 150,000 dirhams.
Oh my God. Okay. K9unit.co.
Yes.
What's the idea behind it?
It's very simple. It's like an Uber or Talabat for people like me who can shoot, direct, edit, and film your content and potentially make that content go viral on your page.
That's it.
That's it. There is nothing else. Okay. It's a marketplace. You go there, you browse through different shooters who are vetted by K9, who have a portfolio of exactly this. We are not allowing professional videographers to come on. We're not allowing CGI experts or, anything in the world of marketing that is not to do with the description that I just explained to you is not allowed. If you're a creative head director of some company, you're not welcome in this website. You cannot deliver the service that we're trying to deliver at the price point that we're trying to deliver it.
Got it.
This is a very niche type of role that very few people in the market understand it and have been doing it.
Yeah.
I partnered up on this website and put all those agencies that I knew of in the market as to my possible network. And they're there, they're listed. You can work with them directly on an hourly model. That's it.
What's the problem you saw? Like, how did you get this idea?
Every business that I spoke to over the last 4 years, as I grew my agency, was like, Fahad, this is too expensive. We can't afford it. 8,000. It started at 7 to 8,000 dirhams per month. Now we're at like 20,000 dirhams per month for the same number of videos. And some businesses just simply cannot pay that fees. Even 5,000 a month for some businesses is a lot. And it's fair. Like, marketing is the first thing you cut when something goes down in your business and the last thing you think about when you start a business.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to find a solution that could get that under 5,000 dirhams, under 8,000 dirhams market, which people with like 500 to 2,000 dirhams of a budget. And there was no way that I could deliver that service to them physically through my agency because the unit economics just didn't make sense. My overheads are too high.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, there were many talks in the past with other agencies to partner up and give them the clients and they will service them. There was also a talk of making another K9 that would service cheaper clients. But like, if I made another K9 and I'm obsessing over going viral, will I make less viral videos for them? Will I purposely not do all the ideas that I think will go viral? Will I rush the quality so that, no, it didn't make sense. The only way it made sense was where
you create a platform.
You create a platform and you partner up with everyone in the market who can do it. And they make majority of the money and you take a small cut. My cut is what, like from the, like on a overall, it's pretty decent. Like we're talking 30 to 40%, but like from the shooter side, it's 20% to 25. And from the brand side, it's 19%. I was like, if the shooter can keep up to 80% of what the client is willing to pay, they're going to want to do it. And on the brand side, if they just have to pay a little bit more of like 19 to 25%, which it comes to after VAT, they're not going to complain if it's between 500 to 2,000 dirhams.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if we can get them the same agency level quality that we were delivering at 20K. So that's kind of the problem that I'm trying to solve right now.
How's the response right now? I think it's been a couple of months since you launched this.
Actually, no, it's just been, the
2 weeks?
soft launch was a month ago, but the official launch was like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Since the launch, 498 users have registered on the platform. Out of which,
Shooters.
no.
Brands.
Majority are brands. Like 300 are brands. The remaining 100 are shooters. And out of all the 300 brands as of today, just today I got one transaction out of 300 brands. One person, that too, I think, because he knew the shooter, booked him because that shooter wouldn't initially would not work because of his agency price. So just today, 3 hours ago, he did a transaction. One client I had onboarded who I didn't know before, when I was building the website, he transacted 3 times. So that's 4 transactions. And a fifth one is a friend also. So 5 transactions has happened as of today. But out of the 300 new brands that came, nothing has converted because there is still like a gap in the education of this model. People don't understand what it is. People think, is it an UGC marketplace? Is it an influencer marketplace? Who will be in the video? Who will talk? All of these things are,
Yeah,
it'll take time.
got it. What about quality control? How do you manage it?
The vetting of the shooters is the quality control. You don't onboard a shooter who you see their work is shit and is not going viral, but a shooter whose work is viral and is delivering consistent good results. You onboard them. Beyond that, now it is in shooters. It is the shooters' job to make sure they deliver the best quality. Where we try to intervene and we make sure that there is a little bit of compliance as well as the content goes through a deliverable review process through K9 before it reaches the client.
Oh,
At that stage, we're just looking for any legal issues, any anything that could land you into trouble with content. But we're not talking again about virality or if that video is going to blow up or was the video's quality low or not. We're just looking at that side of things. And then once it passes that check, it reaches the client. But beyond that, what quality do you expect when you're just paying 500 to 2,000 dirhams, right? Like your quality expectation is already dropped. Our goal is to deliver the agency level quality. But I guess only through data and time will we find out.
there is a big misconception or a set of people who doesn't understand media or content creation are thinking that paying 5,000 or 8,000 is a huge amount for them.
Yes, there
Why?
is. I guess it's just a generational gap. I think in 20, 30 years, this problem won't exist anymore. In 20, 30 years, it will be like water and food for businesses to do this. Right now, the old generation, our father, mother's generation, grew up to different types of media. And that's what they think is the right approach. This is very new. This is 6 years old, TikTok style content,
Yeah.
right? So, because of that gap and divide, people think 5,000 and 8,000 is too much. But then at the same time, if they look at an influencer with 1 million followers, they'll pay that money in a flash. Because they grew up looking at celebrities and celebrity endorsements, and they match that with celebrities when they look at influencers.
Yeah.
I think influencers is one of the biggest waste of money that you could do as a startup.
Lots of brands are paying people with fake followers and fake
Oh,
posts.
yes, they have been for the longest time.
And your team, they were here, they said around 70 to 80% of influencers have fake engagement.
Yes.
Do you
they
agree to this?
Yeah, I've seen it. People are buying engagement left,
Why?
right, and center because for various reasons. Like if you're a business owner, you want to show that you're big in your industry. If you're an influencer and you want to make more money, you have to have more followers. If you did a brand collaboration and the post didn't perform, so you want to show that people are actually watching your content. But I also have like an Islamic problem with that. Like that's kind of like
Unethical?
not just unethical. Like you're saying that you're delivering this, but that's not what you're delivering. The views are fake. The results are fake. Your engagement, your audience, or your insights also were photoshopped. So the money that you earned on that is technically not halal, I guess. There's also a saying like adding more water in the milk to sell it for heavier, for more price because of the weight. It's basically that. Increasing the quantity of something to make it look like it's more. This is what influencers are doing right
It's like perception building
Yeah.
to your audience.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, there is this creator, Aryan Kelvin. Have you heard about him?
Yeah, I've been seeing him around in India. And he
Okay.
came to Dubai also
He
recently.
came to Dubai.
Yeah.
Have you understood algorithm?
I think the basics of it, yes.
What's that?
The algorithm recommends you to random people. A small group first and then a bigger group later. based on the performance of your content.
Got it.
If your content performs well on that small random group of people, it is more than likely to perform well with another set of random group of people. The more random groups of people that like your content, and in a shorter duration that the algorithm can recommend it, the more likely you are to go viral. This is like fundamental level understanding that I've understood from data.
Got it.
So yeah,
What about this guy, Aryan Kelvin?
I think Aryan Calvin blew up on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's on TikTok right now.
No, he's not on.
I think Aryan Calvin figured out what the population of India enjoys as content on a core level. And India's population is what, 1.1 billion? 1.4 billion? How much of those people are scrolling? Do you have, if you could get that data? Let's assume,
70.
let's say 60%, let's say 50%.
Okay.
Let's say half of 1.4 billion, which would land us at
7.
700 million people are actively using content on Instagram. He's figured out what they like
Yeah.
at a very core level, whether that's plot twists in a skit, whether that's content in a village. And he is repeating and nailing that every single time, which is why he's cracked the algorithm. He's done it so well that I think if anyone even takes his name in,
Exactly.
it blows up.
For example, if we clip this out,
Yes.
it says that this will work
Yes.
better. How?
It's just he's become a trend. He figured out through his content first what people are going to watch, and there is to a certain degree strategic luck to this as well. Like anyone could have done that. I'm sure many people did that.
Can you replicate same thing?
Could I replicate the same thing if I was in Pakistan? Probably yes. Yeah.
With the culture.
With the culture, if I found that thing, yes, I am replicating it right now in the US audience.
Okay.
Not at Aryan Kelvin's level. I'm replicating it at a very small 1 million to 2 million level. Sometimes it spikes to 10 million.
Okay.
I found the culture of lame audience of satire podcast, and I'm just doing that.
Okay. Interesting. So it's just like you need to know a set target audience who you want to reach out to.
Yes.
And just focus on them, create content around it to them.
Look at his engagement.
Yeah.
It's a very repeatable, predictable engagement. The same type of comments. Heart, 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 fire emojis, thumbs up. It's a very niche group of audience that enjoys this type of content and at scale. And it's also, again, related to what you said earlier about perception building. Like now people perceive him as a celebrity.
Yeah.
And I guess in India, in that specific audience group, they're looking at him as like this big celebrity that came out from, it's a 0 to 100 success story. Everyone loves the underdog story, right?
Yeah.
And so they want to support him even more.
Got it. You know, one of my friend, he did a video with him saying that, hey, today we have Aryan Calvin, and like he asked him, how is it to be, basic questions he asked. And his video went 18 to 19 million views
Wow. Amazing.
in a day. That too on trial reel.
I would love to see the insights of that. Like, is the audience all from India? Because if it is, then what we just discussed is
His
accurate.
audience is from India, and the previous third reel was collaboration with me. I got to see a good number of views on that reels as well, but the average watch time of that video was 1 second.
Interesting. That's interesting. Trial reels?
My reel was normal,
And what was the duration of your reel?
35-40 seconds.
And you're saying that people skipped the entire video, but everyone watched it.
Yes.
That kind of gives me the suspicion of like farming. But why would someone farm like that? You can't farm that much. Yeah.
Do you think we had this conversation with one of my creator friend? He mentioned that if you have a good number of followers, majority of your followers will be from India.
No, it depends on your content.
But if it's not that intellectual form of content,
No, it's a language thing as well, and it's not just it's many things. I have India as my second most followed audience on Instagram.
Which is the first one?
And on USA. USA is my highest followed everywhere. On different platforms is different. On Facebook, I get a lot of Africa.
Okay.
On TikTok, I have also second is Africa. India doesn't exist on TikTok.
Yeah.
I think that there are just certain types of content that work really well with certain audiences, and you really can't do much. And it's also not just the content; it's the person making the content. If you are an Indian making content, you're more than likely to perform and reach the Indian audience,
Got it.
because that's just how it is. When we make content in Arabic, we've seen in Qatar, we were filming, the guy was speaking in an Egyptian dialect, the
Yeah.
Arabic. It reached Egypt. So that's just a relatability factor, you know. But also, it matters where the biggest audiences sit. India is clearly one of them. America is another. Africa is
Africa
another.
is now.
Philippines is huge as well. Egypt is
Egypt.
huge. Yes, these are places where like giant
Major
bodies
scrollers
of
are there.
audiences are sitting.
Yeah.
You know,
Got it. Fahad, how big is K9 right now?
how big is K9? I don't think it's that big. I think it would be considered a small to medium business, probably more on the smaller side of things. I mean, we have a nice office in Alcoz. In terms of the work, we do like 500 to 600 videos a month across 40 to 50 different clients. We have worked with over 500, 600 businesses. But like as a team, as a core team, we're like 7 to 10 people, you know, and then salespeople
Yeah.
come and go because they're basically on a commission model, and it's usually like young interns from universities, people who just want to get some experience.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked how much business they can bring while trying to get that experience.
Seriously.
Yeah, if you get someone sharp who's still in university and wants to make some money on the side.
How's the culture you are building?
We try to keep it as much as possible opposite of the corporate side of things, you know.
Very cool culture.
Super Gen Z, laid back. There is no such concept of like, this is my office. I'll come into the office. If we go into the office right now, someone will be sitting on my desk.
Okay.
You know, it's their office. The reason we built this office was because we wanted to build a space where people can come and relax, work, and go back home. People don't feel like going back home.
Wow.
Yeah.
How people can join you? What are you looking for in talents?
Now, because I'm shifting the whole model of the agency towards this website, the requirement that I have is also different. But like, obviously, you can apply to become a shooter on the website. Now it's very simple, straightforward. I guess as this business grows, I would be looking for people that I can work with who are experts in the tech space
Yeah.
to grow
No,
this.
as in who can be a part of the K9 culture?
Salespeople is, I think, the easiest thing. You apply as an intern. We'll review your thing. We'll have an interview. Just send us an email or DM us on Instagram. It's the most
That's
basic. Yeah,
the
yeah,
basic
most
thing,
simple
okay.
way. Yeah,
Got it. Fahad, let's come to the game part.
sure.
Let's start with finish the sentence.
Okay.
Content is,
King.
entrepreneurship is,
Hard.
the biggest lie in marketing is,
Sales is guaranteed.
every founder should
Sleep.
never work with,
Never work with. Good question. Family.
oh my god, okay. This and that, Instagram or TikTok,
TikTok.
creator or CEO,
CEO.
organic or paid,
Organic.
quantity or quality,
Quantity.
podcast or shorts,
For me, both are the same.
podcast short, team or freelancer.
Freelancer.
This is myth and fact. Posting every day guarantees growth.
No.
A creator with 10,000 followers can earn more than 1 million followers.
Can earn more. Yes.
AI will replace social media managers within next 5 years.
Social media managers? Possible, yes.
Okay. The first 3 seconds of a video matter more than the rest.
Yes. Unfortunately.
That's the truth. A brand should be on every social media platform.
Yes.
Expensive cameras are more important than good storytelling.
No.
Organic content can outperform paid advertising for many brands.
Yes, any day.
Followers are no longer the best measure of influence.
Yes.
Every founder should build a personal brand.
Yes.
Keep, create.
Kill, keep, create.
Okay, I will give you 3 formats.
Okay.
You have to tell me which one to kill,
Okay.
which one to keep,
Okay.
and create. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with viral trends, storytelling, AI content systems.
Kill AI content systems.
Okay.
Keep storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Create viral trends.
Okay. Scripted content, authentic content, AI assisted content.
Kill scripted content. Keep AI assisted content. Create authentic content. Was it?
Yes. Okay. Chasing views, building trust, building communities.
This is very subjective to where you are in your social media journey. Let's
Y-
assume
you can give your opinions.
let's
on that.
assume at ground zero, chasing views.
Okay.
Keep.
Mhm.
Okay. Create building community.
Mhm.
And kill, what was the last one?
Building trust.
Building trust.
Okay. Perfect production, fast execution, intelligent automation.
Create fast production.
Mm-hmm.
Keep, I forgot the other two.
Perfect production, intelligent automation.
Keep intelligent automation and kill perfect production.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Future prediction game. Will every successful founder need to become a content creator?
Probably yes.
Okay. Will podcast replace traditional interviews and TV shows?
I think it already is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will short form content completely dominate marketing or long form will come back?
No. Both have a place. Short form will become bigger and bigger
Mm-hmm.
with time, but so will long form. Long form is not going anywhere. In fact, if anything, long form is back stronger than ever
Got it.
and
Okay.
will have its place.
Yeah, got it. What's the next big platform after Instagram and TikTok?
Next biggest platform, YouTube, any day, because you go to YouTube when you want to buy a product and you
Yeah.
search the differences and you compare it with other products. You don't go to TikTok or Instagram.
True. Okay. Will brands stop hiring agencies and build their own internal creator team?
I think already a lot of brands do that. They already try to build their own internal creator team. But agencies will always have a place because there are just businesses that are too big to do that. Which is, some businesses don't. I've seen some businesses have their own in-house teams and work with agencies simply because of the amount of work they have.
Okay. Off topic question. Apart from this game, what's the difference between working with a freelancer and working with an agency?
A freelancer is a one-man show, okay? And can't probably handle more than 5 or 10 clients on their own.
Yeah.
An agency, a good one, is not a one-man show. You have a separate person for every single role. So you probably get better quality. But with a freelancer, you also probably get more response and more time, quick response, because they're probably your only client.
True.
But with an agency, you can expect delays on certain things and probably more red tape.
What content agencies look alike in 2030?
I think what K9 is today is like most content agencies will become.
A very specific.
Very specific, niche down. Probably a content agency will exist just for real estate brokers. You know, you'll this term shooter that I'm trying to market, where it's a director, editor, shooter, will all become one role as an agency.
Okay. Will a personal brand becomes more valuable than company brand?
Any day, because that personal brand can allow you to open multiple companies and multiple businesses, and they all get value from your personal brand. But a brand page, if becomes super popular, is just the brand itself is valuable, but then that's all the value you have.
Got it. Tell me about Isn't That Concerning?
Isn't that concerning? Was it first? It started off with making fun of Gary Vee. It wasn't that concerning back then. It was just a satire take on motivational speakers.
Yeah.
Then I saw a lot of podcast experts, gurus giving advice similar to Gary Vee. I was like, how can I make fun of podcasters? And so same ideology of that I took to podcast. And by accident, a couple of times I said, isn't that concerning in the end of the video? I saw people were repeating that in the comment section. So what they repeated, I gave more to them. That's how Isn't That Concerning was born.
Do you make it scripted or it's
The lines are,
direct?
I research the lines. Like whatever question that you see in my video, I have either seen somewhere as a meme on Reddit, or someone said it in my comment section, or sometimes I hear things in my conversations. And so that line,
Isn't that concerning?
yeah, that line is always researched,
Got it.
you know. And so, yeah,
For example, why don't you give answers for that? Isn't that concerning?
because people do it for me in the comment section, I get engagement. If I said, I did give answers. I did 2, 3 videos where I was giving
Okay.
answers, and it's just too much more effort.
Okay. For example, I say a creator has 500,000 followers but get only 2,000 view per day. Isn't
That concerning? Indeed, that is concerning. That's perfect angle of the format.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you create few isn't that concerning sentences right
On the
now?
spot.
Yeah.
I couldn't create one on the spot right now, but I
Mhm.
have a few that I'm working on.
Mhm.
In fact, I've done a few recently. This one I did 2 times already, and both of the times it gone viral. You can consider it an Aryan Kelvin of the question.
Isn't that concerning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did Mark Zuckerberg pay $1 billion to buy Instagram when he could have just downloaded it for free off the App Store? Isn't that concerning?
Okay. What about reaction? The opposite person who said, what's his name?
Homemade.
Humed.
Yes.
So why is that reaction always?
I have like 30, 40 reactions in
Okay.
my MacBook.
Mhm.
His reaction gets the best reactions from people.
Mhm.
So I guess maybe it's because he gives this homeless look,
Yeah.
a lost look.
Mhm.
And I think people see themselves in the person who's sitting on the other side of the podcast reacting. So people find it funny that this is what they would look like if they were listening to that question.
Exactly, that's the point, right? For example, the first thing I would see is the shocking thing is him,
Yeah.
not the sentence which
Yeah,
you're telling.
yeah.
And then it comes ki what Fahad is going to say and how he's going
Yeah.
to
And
react.
every time it's something new.
Yeah.
So that it's basically a repeatable format show at this point.
Got it. Fahad, thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
being on
having
the
me, man.
podcast. Before we end, any final words for someone who wants to get into the content industry?
Don't do it if you're doing it for the money.
Mhm.
Do it if you're generally going to enjoy creating content.
Okay, I have one more question for that. Who should not create content?
Who should not create content? Anyone who has nothing to say or show with passion or love should not create content. Anyone who's only going to be creating content for the sake of love, for the sake of money, should not create content.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the message you want to give?
My message is very simple. If you're getting into the space of content creation, make sure you found something that have an immense love and passion for, because people will not be able to share with your fakeness.
Yeah.
People will be able to share with your authenticity.
True. Got it. Fahad, thank you so much for being on
Thank
the
you
podcast.
for having me.
Lovely speaking to you. Thank you so
Likewise,
much.
man.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching till this end. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to TBH with JJ and see you in the next episode. Thank you.